to be back on your screens once again with the Opinion TV show. My name remains Zipporah Osei Boateng, and today we are discussing reasons why friendships don't last these days. You know it's going to be juicy, right? All right, let me introduce you to my co-hosts. They are looking mwah. All right, on my immediate right is
I'm here, Innocentia.
and on my far right is
Zainab, Aisha, Pasa.
welcome, beautiful ladies.
Thank you.
It's so good to see you once again. I hope you are
Mama
good.
Zep.
We are good. We are
Mama the
I'm
mama.
always excited when I have to come on set for the opinion. There's this vibe about this show that does it for me.
After all the halabaloo in the DM.
I know you are excited as well. This conversation promises to be amazing. But before that, let me remind you that we are present on social media, all platforms, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for all our episodes. Please do follow us and let's keep the conversation going. All right? Reasons why friendships do not last. You know, lately you'll be on social media and you hear that, oh, these beautiful friendships have hit the rocks or this and that. You know, you have your own experiences, right? We'll be delving into that, and you can also share your opinions on our social media platforms. So let me come to Sang.
Yeah.
In your opinion, why are friendships unable to last a lifetime these days?
It's so good to be back, of course. And I love the topic because normally when we talk about friendships, dying, we think it's all negative. I think some of the causes I'll start with so that as the conversation opens up, we can add on and on.
Sure.
Would be natural causes. So, for example, people just grow apart. You're different, your interests, changes, and then you drift apart. Sometimes the person has done nothing to you, but you just don't call them like you do anymore. They also don't call you like they used to anymore, and you don't have any problem. You would realize such friendships once in a while when you call each other, you can catch up.
Exactly.
All the times that you lost. And it's as if you never drifted apart. That is where when you don't have a person who understands, then the person starts thinking attitude. That she's giving me attitude and she's giving me attitude, but it's not that. Also, with these natural causes, work, education also affects that. Before I entered the professional law course, before I entered Makola, as we all call it, I used to have a friend. We were very close. Then she went to Makola and we stopped talking because I used to do the catching up. How are you? Are you okay? At the time I was doing my master's, and I didn't understand why I was the one always checking on her and stuff like that. So I said, okay, maybe because she thought she entered Makola and I didn't, because I didn't even try. So I said, okay, that's fine. When I started, I understood why. How many years on? About 4 to 5 years on. And I realized, okay, so every day I tell my sister, this is why they were not minding us when they were there, because they don't have time. But you had time at the time. and then you are thinking, or trend home, or call, or your lawyer, and you are basso, and but here I am, people are calling me, I'm not responding, I'm off social media, I'm now doing same. You see, so naturally, some things happen, and you need to understand and give people the space. With time, you come back. So for that, I'll start with that. Also, I've mentioned differences in interests. And then we have the people who don't trash out issues. So I have a problem with Lady A. And I'm not going to tell her anything.
Yeah.
I ghost her. And that's it. And Lady A too will not ask me anything. Or sometimes she will reach out, but you are not minding her. And then the friendship drifts apart. So I'll begin with these 3 points. I'm sure Lady A can.
Let me come to my beautiful Lady A. Why do you think friendships don't last these days?
They don't last these days. Distance is a factor. Even, moving from one country to another can affect friendships, for whatever reasons. Maybe when we're in school, we're very close up until marriage finds one of you, and then it takes you somewhere else. Obviously, things will change. In the heart, we still love each other, but we're not talking the way we used to. We're not seeing the way we used to because distance has come between us, basically, because maybe you are in Canada, I'm in Ghana. Look at even the time difference. So we love each other at heart, but just that we've drifted apart. Unresolved conflicts can also bring a lot of friction in relationships. And so we used to be very close. For some reason, like she was saying, something happened. I'm not aware of it, but you've also refused to, open up to me. So I don't know. So I'm seeing changes in you, in the way you used to vibe with me and react with me. And then for some reason, you are not ready to also open up to me. And so we haven't fought. We haven't said to each other that we're not talking to each other again, but we're not in touch. So there's something that needs to be resolved. Until the other party is ready to resolve it, it keeps hanging and it lingers on, and you seem like, because people would now notice and be asking, oh, you guys, I don't see you and this person anymore. You don't even have an explanation because you don't even understand what is going on, so because it's an unresolved situation, you don't know what is happening. So you give excuses. Most of the time, if in your heart you know that you're also not done with that person, the best thing is to give excuses. Oh, she's busy, or she's traveled, or this. But you know that the two of you are not vibing. So, yes, okay,
I was going to share an experience.
Okay,
with that.
so I think these are some of the reasons why you would say that relationships are, but some relationships are also lasting very well, and both parties are making that conscious effort to keep the relationship going. So, like any other relationship, it takes two to keep it. So if I'm drifting and you see it and it means something to you, you bring me back to you. Because we're doing this together. So if it's education, and because like she was saying, because of this, because Nsamoki, lately we all call her and she's not available. But we know that when she's free, she's the first to comment even on our page, our platforms and all that. So you know that there's something wrong. But when you get, the reason why she's being like that now, then you take a chill pill, because then it's just a matter of time, and she would come around, or he will come around. But where you don't have any understanding of what is going on, and you both decide that, okay, if she's withdrawn, I'm also withdrawing. There was never that connection. There was never that love, because you need to make that effort to want to be with each other or to vibe with each other. No matter, life happens, and so it will happen. You might have kids, and kids can take a lot out of you. So if you are my friend and you are not a mother yet, you probably will not relate and understand where I am, because you can call me and half of the time I'll be telling my child to stop this, to stop doing that, to stop that. It can even be irritating.
I can't stand it, seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You relate at that. You relate very soon. Don't worry.
No, and I understand. I get it.
Yes,
so I give the space.
Yeah.
It's not like
all of that might seem like, you know, but no, it's just life that has happened, and you know, we seem like we've drifted apart. So it's a conscious effort we all need to make, especially if we put value on the relationship.
Sang, I'll come to you, but let me say that, in my opinion, I believe that we have become very impatient, intolerant, and also we have too much high expectation
Of people.
Yes. There are people who are friends with you, but they have a motive. They come with a motive.
Oh, but of course.
Sure. Someone might be friends with you because they are going through something and they are looking for a shoulder to lean on, okay? So once maybe they are okay, they get to a point where they feel they are okay, they just abandon you. And there are people who also are fault finders. All they do is looking for faults. You did this, you did that, you did that. But we fail to understand that we are all human. And so it cannot be Christmas every day. There are times you'll be happy, other times you'll be sad, other times you'll be moody. But people are intolerant of each other. And what sometimes breaks my heart is that we don't care about even the good times we've had. We don't care about the friendship. Like, we just don't care.
Yeah.
That is the heartbreaking aspect of it. You just want to throw everything away because of so and so. But when it comes to friendships that you don't even speak anymore, I have a friend like that. We've been friends for a very long time. But for whatever reason, we've not been communicating. Sometimes you should check your WhatsApp status. Once in a while, I also check hers, but we don't talk on a regular. But out of the bloom, the day she calls, we will chat to talk about those days, a lot of things, all right? Someone like this, Obi Shawa, hey, I don't see you posting this person. I don't see you and this person kicking. But we are good.
Yeah.
And so far as I know we are good, I've not offended you in any way. I think it makes me okay.
Yeah. You're at peace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how to put
Some
it.
come in also as users.
Exactly.
For whatever
But
reason.
for me, I wanted to even come in here to say that I abandon people and some abandon me. And it's because of the many reasons we are talking about.
Yeah.
You see, it's not always that you are at a place where people are abandoning you.
You also
abandon others. Because along the line, your interests are not the same.
Yeah.
My policy, if I'm friends with you and you get married, there is a distance. I don't want to get too close to you where maybe your husband and all that. I don't trust men that much. So I stay away. And the other thing I mentioned when you were talking, when I am friends with you and your kids are all over the place and talking and all, I cannot relate. I don't have kids. So I'm not used to it. That's me.
Yeah.
Because you'll be talking about certain things, and some of my friends, you realize that I had some friends, we fell apart a bit. We came back together and we still couldn't, because they will be talking about their in-laws and their kids and school and it's all about them and their kids, and I don't know about that. I'm not interested in that. So interest, because I'm not interested in that, what I'm not going to talk about. So I will now abandon you, because so they keep calling me and I'll give an excuse. Oh, Charlie, they said my hot too, my busy, because you have a bon kobo. Me, I'm busy reading a book or something, or maybe talking about lifestyle, luxury stuff. Yeah. And you're talking about your children and how your in-law was bad to you and how your in-law didn't treat you well, and your husband, you nearly, maybe your husband nearly left. I cannot relate.
But the fact that you cannot relate.
No, you see, it's a perpetual discussion. That's my problem. You should be able, we come here, you are married. But we talk about other things.
Yeah.
Sure.
We talk about lifestyle.
Not always about.
We can pick something and talk about.
Yeah.
We can pick outfits and talk about hair, how to maintain our hair, how to do this. Some are so homey and even cut out of the world because they are married and now have kids. So they are not able to relate to other things. And if the conversation goes elsewhere, they cannot talk about it. So it's only the main thing that they are interested in. And in fact, one of my sisters will tell you that what she doesn't even like is they now come and ask you, so are you dating? When are you getting married? So then when you call them, everything is about, are you dating? So when are you also getting married? Please.
That's all right.
You have a lot of things going on in your life. And so interest is something that is very key when it comes to conversations. And some of our friends too, when they realize, and my personal experience, I have a friend who were like this. We were, and the person would know herself. We were so close, you would not see her and not see me. Irrespective of whatever. But along the line, I realized that when I entered the media, you know, we started drifting apart. She pulled away, and I tried all the time, calling her every week. When I stopped every week and I called her monthly, she would never call you. You have to call. Even when I was in law school, LLB, I'll be calling her, exams time and all that. I said, oh, this is too much work for me. If I don't call you, you'll not call me back. So then what am I doing?
It's like a one-sided
Exactly. So I said, okay, let me just hold on, not call her for a while and see. And that was it. When I stopped calling, she stopped. I even saw her at a point in time, invited her out. We went out and all that. After, still, I said, okay, I'm tired. And people still call me and ask, so how's that your friend? How is she doing? And back to what Lady A said, it's very awkward. You can't even tell them that you can't hear of her or from her again, you know. So things happen.
When you mentioned the media, I lost friends because I left the media.
Okay.
There were people who were close to me,
because
who were free with me because I was in the media space. Yeah. But when I left and Charlie, I was so busy trying I was trying to build my life, you know. They all left. Like, you don't have anything going on for you and all that. You're no more on screen. You're not going for talk shows. You're not doing that.
They're users. That's Lady A said. They're users.
Okay, they just left. Now that I'm back, they are trying to maneuver their way back. But I've closed that gate.
Yeah, you have to.
So that's what I said. I mean, some people sometimes come into our lives for different reasons. Yeah. You would never know their intentions until certain things unfold and you realize that, oh, okay, so you are here for all the right reasons, but you might never know the intentions of other people. But it doesn't matter what their intents are. When you enter into relationships with people, you always need to go with that open heart, clear mind and all that. But like you said, you are in the media, people can come to you for certain favors and for certain things, so they would try and, you know, come around you. So that was the reason why they were around. So they were not your friends. These people, you might term them acquaintances because they can't be friends. The friends are those that, you know what, when it comes to things are that tough, you know that they are there for you. They will be there for you to lean on. They will be there to support you and give and all that. But if you are in a place where you can't even count on one person to be there for you. And if you're a Christian, you ask yourself, if I get to that point where I'm so tired, I can't even pray for myself, I can't even intercede for myself, can I count on one friend that can intercede for me in this time of need? Because we are human, and sometimes we all get weak. We all get tired. You're seeking God's face for something, and it's not happening. Can you count on one friend in your time of weakness to actually intercede on your behalf? If you look around and you can't think of any, then there's a problem. Then there's a problem. Yeah. So in our daily lives, we meet people. We meet people, but and some really get close to us, you know, but we can't say they are all friends, you know. So by associating with us, by engaging with these people, we get to know who we call our friends.
I think
we get to know who we call our friends.
That we box everyone into the friendship.
Yeah.
No, but there are some that they are your friends, whether you like it or yes. They are your friends. Yes. But they exhibit certain things. But they are your friends.
So you choose where you want to place these people. Exactly. There are certain friends who are envious of us.
I was going to say that.
But
they are in your circle.
Yes. You know that they are envious of you. So for those friends, they're okay to have in your circles. They are okay to be with you, but you have to use you need to have wisdom enough to discern on how you want them to be a part of your life. So we are not saying that, oh, because I see that you are jealous of me, no,
you just have to know how
to manage those people. There are those that will never lift a finger for you, but they still want to be around you.
Or some will lift
and
a
there
finger
are those that
in this case, but in another case
they won't. And there are those that are always there to say thank you. They will be at the receiving end. By associating with you, they get A, B, C, D from you. So far as it keeps coming, they will be your friends. Do you understand? Today be on
the fair weather friends.
Today be on the medase. They be a medase, but when it's time for them to give or show up, they don't. So once you know, you make a decision that okay, for all that is worth, I need Ajua in my life, but this is how I'm going to be treating Ajua. So that she and I will still be friends. So you know where to place all these friends. You know, it's very important that we are able to have that discerning mind to know where to place them, because they are there. They surround us. And all of them claim to be our friends. All of them say they love us. You know, but you should be able to determine where you put all of them, because I have had so many issues with friends where they are around you for all the reasons known to them, but at some points in your friendship you know that, oh, this is why this person was in my life, because they will come like, oh yeah, oh when I'm poor, in fact I do baby cry so but and you know or poor man because bibi wo oje and I say buano. So far as Sadia no obekoso enyane de. Anyone will say you might be torn sometimes and even be confused to think that, oh, this is your ride and die. Oh boy. On your ride or die. On your ride or die.
I sometimes believe that communication is very important
It is.
in our friendships. If I call you a friend that I hold dear, if you do something wrong or if you do something to hurt me, I should be able to communicate to you. And if I communicate to you, I expect you to receive it in good faith.
Communication comes in, or it's taken well when the person is loving you from here. When the person genuinely, selflessly is your friend for all the good and bad reason. What you say? Yes, no, could be tiny. So we have some good friends. I mean, regardless, we have some friends that you know are there. In fact, unka we hear some kwana or bompire mau. Unka we hear some kwana or paye. You know, so we have friends like that, and we have those that you know they are there as and when. Yeah, now before you share only at parties. You share more party as you are. In fact, when we meet, we chat like I saw you yesterday. We vibe. When we're done and we leave and go to our separate.
We don't hear from each other.
We don't talk again. We don't call each other or even text until maybe another occasion. They are also friends. You know, we have friends that don't know where we live, but they are friends. You understand? We have friends.
I have few minutes to go, like 2 minutes.
I wanted to say that know your friends.
Yeah, it's important.
Because you can be very close to people, as Lady A elaborated on. But you need to know that this person is like this. That person, in fact, I have friends I know get confused when dealing with me. Because in dealing with me, I know they are jealous. Because, and you ask yourself, why are they jealous? Some people want your life for some funny reason. Some people want your life.
Perfect life.
Some people think you have a perfect life. Some people think that you have certain things going on for you that they also wish for themselves, but they don't have. So it gets to a point where there's jealousy in, and some of them, as in previous conversations, will say, your birthday, they might not even post you. Or they might not ask you because they think males in their contacts will ask your name and who you are and what. And even if they ask your contact, they will not give the contact anyway. So you know your friends in your circle and you know that this person is like this, that person is like that, but they are all your friends. You are smiling with them all along, but you know that when it comes to this, I'm not going to this person. When it comes to that, this is my ride or die.
So we should have like segmented friends.
Segment them so that you know that wait,
this is interesting. I love this because I'm going to really work with this. I'm going to segment. I'm going to.
You need to. And you know that those friends that we don't say I don't want to roll with you again, but they drift apart themselves.
They'll leave.
Education, marriage, having children,
and good life.
And good life can just bring a bridge between you and a one time very good friend. Because and yes, I'm okay you, but the person feels like, oh baby, what do you know? So it's not something you communicate, but it just happens. Once in a while you will still talk, or you still have their contacts. They also have yours. You see them watching your status and all those things. You're in here,
problem
but life is going on.
Sure.
What you say? So it's there. So those ones are there, and we've had friends that for 30 years they are friends, and we don't see them. But when we come around,
it's a good thing.
It's a good thing, you know. And we have those that we at least we think that they are genuine, and every day we write, or every other day you hear from them, or even like in a week. You at least communicate. So,
but then there are
those ones you don't need 1,000.
Sure.
Sister, even if you have 2 in your circle, that's all you need.
But then there are those who have wronged you without your knowing.
Yes.
And so they gradually drift away from
because
you.
they are talking behind your back.
Yeah, but that's what I said. That so these ones they're not even telling you what you have done. And even when you even make the effort to sort to know why maybe we were like this, because this is somebody I used to hang out with and all that, because so then people are even asking questions.
Sure.
And you don't have answers.
You don't have answers. And there are people who even will tell you, oh, you did this and that to me.
You are happy to hear that.
Accepted. You have apologized, but the friendship just cannot.
But that is even better. It's better than those that are not saying anything and harboring you inside them. Do you understand? Because you thought that you were in a good place, and then all of a sudden they are drifting away, and you are asking why, and they are not saying anything. Job can say why you may ABC, so I apologize. So if Oji and dear, Yaminim say why accept it, so then you are fine. But what do you want to and no dangerous. That one. That's somebody else.
That's wild.
But we know why in the bonino. But I always say this, and I'm looking inside this camera, and I say it all the time.
It's okay. The DA is looking inside the camera.
I and I say this all the time. If I called you a friend at any point in my life, it's because I chose you. Because I choose my friends. You know, you can't choose your siblings, you can't choose your parents.
Sure.
But you choose your friends.
Sure.
So if I choose you, and I to the best of my ability, I tried my best to be a good friend to you. And for whatever reason, I even offended you, or I offend you, and you don't get the guts to, or the love to tell me to my face that you did A, B, C, D to me. You never loved me. You never cared about me, because so one kai shake kai papa ba could be a me nanka enunti fache me, but so won't me fanche me na enunti woni me nkasa biom ana say unfi me biom ana say obaye me bone dia, then you were never a friend. You were never a friend, because ye ni ye hu ye enamfo ya de me ye obone also be me bone, but the beauty is that ye betimi aka say oh wo ye me say mampe Missy oh any fache me, but I want me and Canada show mudia. Now one fine me asam so anya adwuma. Do you know the number of times he forgives us? I didn't know for your born in channel. Then I've been your film.
We are just okay, marinate on that for me, please. I'd like to take a break, but before I do, let me say a big thank you to Akwe Allah Beauty Parlor. I love how I look. I love how I feel. Let's take this break. We will be back shortly. Please stay. for sticking and staying with us here on the Opinion TV show. So if you just joined us, we were discussing friendships. Why friendships do not last these days. And we've had a lot of interactions on this. If you missed, please go to our YouTube channel and watch this episode. All right? All right, so let me come back to Sagwaki. Innocentia. Our doctor.
Hey,
Our lawyer.
Our lawyer.
Yes, girl.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
girl.
Our academician.
How do you see a triangular friendship, group friendship? Is it something you can deal with, or you feel you don't fit in there?
I don't know what to say. Okay, for me, I have a very weird friendship circle. And I tell people close to me, I tell them, I have 5 friends. Three of them are cousins. And Tinaka 2. And then the 2 are single, like Minimwe and a Minimwe, but 3 are cousins. So I knew one cousin. And then, okay, my friend has 2 cousins. But we all happen to be around the same age group.
All right.
So we are all friends.
All right.
So that trio really is not a triangle or a square, however it is, really, because I have a friend. And through my friend, I'm friends with her cousins.
All right.
And because they are cousins, they are not friends. They are cousins. You understand? Like
So they're
blood.
more like relations.
So they are relations. So it's difficult to say, But from what I see from afar, a friend having another friend, the person you knew first, even in our trio, would expect that you are loyal to them. And the other person might even be the one you gel with better than your initial friend. So let's say you are in school or you are in church or you step out and you meet someone and you become friends. And then along the line, maybe a year or 6 months later, you meet another friend. And then another friend who happens to be your friend's friend, or your friend meets your other friend. Sometimes they might not like you as much as they gel with the others. Because friendship also, there's personality element. That personality element. You might have a friend, but you don't gel much.
Sure.
Because maybe you are introverted. The other person is an introvert as well. So you are friends, but you don't even know say but then you meet an extrovert and then you realize that the energy is good because opposites attract. And so for me, I think that yes, but that jealousy also comes in, especially in terms of loyalty. This person expects this person to be loyal to them, and they might do that by talking behind the back of the other person. Like the 3 of us, and I'm telling you, lady, no, say. Then now you want her to be your friend. And then you also have that loyalty to her. So that triangle thing becomes a problem. But where we meet once a while, you go away and all that, then there's nothing that's a problem.
Lady, have you ever found yourself in a group kind of friendship? And how was it? How was the dynamics like?
Group ala.
Group friendship, they're fine. But I mean, that's like true, like 3 people.
Yeah.
You should know that 2 will be more closer than
Exactly.
1. It always happens. So if you are 3 in friendships and you say we are best friends, yeah, we are best friends, but you will know that, or you will find out later that these 2 are more, tight than they are with you. But that's a walk on that. And I say that's how you feel, or the other person would feel that you and Sang are more closer than you are with her or me. So it happens like
some kind of bitterness.
Yeah, it brings a lot of friction in the relationship, because sometimes you realize that they are discussing something, then you meet and you are discussing things and you realize that she knows this. You are just getting to know that. So
they have been talking.
Yes, so they've been talking. So then you realize that you are the other one. And it always brings that kind of there's a question mark.
Yeah.
How tight am I with this person? How tight am I? But save yourself the trouble. I even just you and two people being friends. No, remember, there's a saying that know that your best friend also has a best friend. You know, so Samoki is my bestie, but my bestie also has a bestie. You know, so but I think that's experience has taught me that I might have a bestie in her and a bestie in you, but for different reasons. You know, so and that's what makes it. That is the beauty about it. So I call her my bestie because she and I gets it, you know, and I'm able to discuss so many things with her, you know. So there are things I'll discuss with her that I won't discuss with you. So I'm not talking to you about her. You are not talking to. So we gel on a different level, and there are other things that I see that's where your strength is, and so I gel with you there more. I mean, we probably will never talk about certain things because per the relationship we have, it wouldn't even come up for us to discuss, you know. So different strokes for different.
I wanted to add something little to what Lady A said about the trio. I also think that the fact that two people talk a lot doesn't mean one likes the other over the person you don't talk to. You understand? Like we are three. The fact that I talk to you a lot doesn't mean that I'm choosing you over Lady
But the more you talk, the closer you become.
But you see, as she said, there are topics that you can gel on. And you can talk to people on certain topics and you are not necessarily that close. It's just that you like to talk about maybe Big Brother is on. And so we are discussing Big Brother. Okay. And maybe Lady A is not interested in Big Brother.
I've never watched one before.
Exactly. So if you have friends who like Big Brother, they gel over Big Brother, they bond over Big Brother and all that, and they have a lot to talk about. It does not necessarily mean that by talking about Big Brother means I like you so much. Maybe I don't like you that much. Maybe there are things you do, your character that I don't like. But it has got nothing to do with having nice conversations and laughing, and maybe you are the party type. Okay, so Charlie, Yanko club, Yanko say, you come with me. We'll go and dance, but it doesn't mean that if I have secrets, I'm going to ask you. I could talk to Lady A about my deep secrets that you don't know about. And that's why people say, that means say only me a close sound.
Exactly.
Because there are things that you would find out, maybe Lady A knows about me, and you'll be wondering, how
does she know?
Say only
you don't even see us talking, so how come I know these things?
There be people, that's what I'm saying, people know their friends. And so if you don't know yours, you need to know them. There are people who will discuss their marriage issues, their health issues, and certain because their secret is safe with them. But they are dealing with you and vibing with you and dancing with you. But they know if they tell you, the next minute is out there. So the two being, you know, in constant touch with people does not necessarily mean that you are good friends. That's what I wanted to clarify.
Sorry, Zipporah, but so I don't lose my thoughts. I think that because we're discussing how whether friendships last these days, I say this with all humility. I don't think that there are a lot of true friends lately. We don't have it because we live in a society or in a country where people have become too jealous of one another.
Overly jealous.
Oh, so jealous that, you know, we can't even appreciate the little things.
That even your friend is a blessing to you.
Yes, we can't even appreciate these little things. So they just say, and you understand? So I think that genuine friendship has become questionable these days. And so you are lucky to have a genuine friend in your life.
And then there are people who are okay if you are a friend but you are beneath them.
Yes.
They are okay with that.
Yes.
Especially those we knew growing up.
Yes. Some people think that they should always be the ones on top.
And then you are down.
Every good thing should come to them. Everything good should come to them. And then what is the essence of being my friend? If anything that happens to me, you in front of me you claim to be happy for me, but inside you are not happy for me. How can you call yourself my friend?
But I also ask this question all the time, that so how do you feel if we are friends 3, 4 or even 2 and we can't afford? I cannot afford it, you cannot afford it, we all can't afford it. And when you are in need, I cannot help you, and you also cannot help me,
That
and
is
you are happy that we are always.
It
You
shouldn't
can't help
be.
me. I can't help you. We don't wear nice things. We don't dress well. We don't travel. We don't sit out.
None of you
because
own a car.
yeah, we are all working. So you are happy that we are like that. And no,
Get that demon checked, honey.
can't you
Get that
be
demon
happy
checked.
that you're at least, if we are all not making it at the same time, one of us should at least make it so that see I can step in for you at a point in time, hold you down till
Yeah.
you are also able to get up.
Exactly.
Hey, then they are serious.
And some of them are so smart that you will not even know
No.
that they are envious of you or they have issues
But my
with you.
detective eyes, I'll find.
And for some people have discernment, spirits
Yeah.
of discernment. And I always say that I thank God for gifting me with
Yeah,
that.
I also do.
If in my mind I know we don't have a problem, but you are acting up, sometimes I sleep and I see you. I see it in a dream. And it manifests. I remember there is this lady I've known, growing up. We are cool. Everybody knows we are cool. When I'm throwing parties, she's there and all that. We vibe. So much so that our husbands have even become friends, okay? So I realized, at a point someone called me and was like, this is your friend. I don't see her under your comment sections these days. She doesn't do anything. But this is someone that I used to post everything of hers. Her business, her photo shoots, her whatever. So I traveled, and even someone called me. Oh, I need someone to do so and so for me. I'm like, oh, let me give you this my friend's number. Contact her. Let her do this for you. So later she sent me a message. Oh, thank you. That was it. Then another friend drew my attention. He said, when you graduated, this your friend did not congratulate
Oh, they will
you.
not congratulate you.
In November, your birthday, she never, she didn't post. She was like, I monitor her. She didn't post you. She didn't congratulate you. Are you sure you guys are okay? That was when I went back. I told you I'm petty. I'm petty, Miss Petty. I went back and I checked every post of mine, and she was nowhere to be found. Then I offended her on Instagram.
That's it.
I did.
That's
because
simple.
what is it? And it was so
They
cunning that
hide-
I didn't even, but for my friend who drew my attention, I wouldn't have known that.
But you know,
something
you
was
have
going
there are
on.
some friends you think they are praising you or complimenting you, but they are not. I have friends who will see that you have something, and then instead of saying, and language, there's a book my sister and I want to read, and we just read a little. It's about language. I'll read it and share the contents with you.
Sure.
How people talk tells you a lot. So
Oh yeah.
if I see Lady A, and Lady A is well dressed, or I see you and you are well dressed, I should be able to say, Lady A, I love your dress. I like this dress. It's nice. I like. But when the person says, you see, I'm telling you, the person is not telling you what. So they pass
There's
a certain
motive.
comment. There's a motive.
There's a
To
motive.
say that, Zip, you look very good. On to Minka. And you're like, hey, sister.
And I said, yeah.
No, I can't
Hey, madam.
It's communication.
Sister, what can't you say?
No, it's communication.
We need to be smart. I think we need to be
You know,
paying attention.
it's
It's
communication.
your birthday,
these
no, a
days.
post you. Hey, happy birthday. No, a trust one. On trophy. They have so many ways. Even when you post on social media.
They won't even post you, but if they come to you personally to send you a text, it's a text and the context and
Yes.
the way in which they send the
Yes.
text. It should tell you a lot. Oh, I say your birthday, tell us me can be
Be
and
sure.
I make
They
it.
just
But
post you.
not because
Hey,
many
pressure,
are
pressure, madam.
I prefer
Hey,
for
say.
Aba can
No prayer, no
Madam
special
Nie,
message. Aye,
Madam Nie,
Nie.
and send baby. Madam Nie,
Madam Nie, no, I
and say and send baby. That's not a compliment.
Sister.
I'm loving this
You know,
conversation.
yes, so
Please
that's not a
catch
compliment.
up with this
So-
on YouTube.
So I think that today we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
And this is the
The girls
opinion
are-
ladies
yeah.
having our own
And
conversation.
we are on our own today.
Yes,
Today we are
and for those watching us, I want them to not just look at our pretty faces as we're spilling it, but they should. I'm sure that in discussing this, somebody is watching and is listening, and they can relate in so many ways. You said something and it hit me. You have a discerning mind, so sometimes you pick things. When I was a bit younger, growing up, I felt things happened to me at a very young age. So I married early. I had my own business at a very young age. I had a lot of things at a very young age in my life. So life happens. So people around you didn't have a quarter of what I had for my age. So you have everybody around you, and you think that for a minute they are all happy for you, you know, but no, they are not. They want to step into your shoes. They want to actually kick you out of where you are. They want what you have and all that. But at that time, I felt that, oh yeah, you're successful, you're succeeding, or you are accomplishing a lot of things, and all these people are here, one, to learn from you. So you are willing and eager to give, you know, and to share. Because I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but they had their own reasons for being around you, you know. So it took a lot of lessons. It took a lot of lessons, and that inner being, it speaks to all of us. But sometimes we refuse to listen. So if you are watching us and you are listening to us, listen to that inner self. It's always telling you something. So if you're doing something or you're rolling with something and you're getting certain vibes and it doesn't sit well with you, do a self-check on yourself. And it's okay for some people to leave your life. Remember, you chose them. And so it is okay to let them go. You know, so when you still maintain those that you still keep around you, and they do whatever to you, at least you know that you made your own informed decision, and they are here and they did A, B, C, D to you. You need to have a discerning mind on these things. If not, people will come in and out of your life, hurt you, take so much from you, and they leave you miserable. So you need to be able to own that part of your life.
And in the end, people will make it look like you are a bad person.
You are a bad person. So you need to really be very, you know, smart about it and apply wisdom. And if you're a Christian, pray. When people come around you, it's not everybody that comes around you with a good spirit. They might even, you know, make your businesses, you know, crash and all that. People come with their own energy. So it is important that in choosing our friends, we choose wisely and, you know, we choose well. If not, a friend is supposed to add to you. It's supposed to celebrate you. It's supposed to be there for you. If you are not getting those kind of things from a friend, then why choose them? Why choose them? Why do you have them around you? If they are the first to bring you down, or if they are the ones speaking ill of you, behind your back and all that, why are you keeping them in your circles? You are better without them. So we should be informed enough to know who we bring into our circles.
And share little. Share little.
Yeah.
Share very little.
Because a friend today
it can be an enemy tomorrow. So be careful. And I said your bear won't know. So you can say that, oh, this person is always around me. So the car send be about me. But because you've seen that person around me, you will believe it. So
share very little. You know,
so it's important.
That counsel as in your mooking.
It's important.
So every minute you're me cry me person me I used to do that, so I know. Me cry person me say you, and me I even want to do
I had a friend that said, I want to step into your shoes. In my mind, oh, it's not a bad thing to do. And then it hit me. So one fine day she came to my office. When she came, I was wearing some new shoes. You know how new shoes can be uncomfortable, kakra. And I'm in shoes, the man say. She complimented. She was talking about the shoes. Now I say, I just rest. I said, "Bekowa." Ordinary nine shame, name kono. Yeah, tight one. And so, but it was a way of teaching her something. And so I said to her, "You were making so much fuss about stepping into my shoes. You see, my shoes are not comfortable for you.
Oh Lord!
You can't step into my shoes. You can aspire to be like me, but you can't step into my shoes. These shoes can either be too tight for you to step into, or too loose for you. So you can't step into my shoes. So let's be happy for people. It's okay to see people as competition. It is supposed to make you a better person. Work hard on your drive and be a better person.
On themselves.
Don't hit on the person. Don't be jealous of them. But rather, it should be a sense of
competing with
a motivation for you to want to aspire to get there and even be better than that person. So don't see people like that as competition. Your friend is supposed to add to your life. So ebi ana wo nim nipa mu kasa, me nim nipa mu kasa. Baby odi me begina bia metini akasa. Se se wo ye madam fo a ebeboa wo because I do baby I'll be of use to you. Keep me and put value on me. And don't see me as, oh, wait, you say we here for say ya.
You become a threat to them.
Yes. When you look at people from that point of view, I
believe if you are the type that is you yourself, you can tell that God has really blessed you. Be careful with friends.
Yeah.
And if you are that friend too who is envious or who doesn't communicate well, work on that.
Yeah.
We all can't be the good ones. So check yourself.
Sure.
Maybe you are the bad one.
Sure.
So that you correct the things that we are
for
talking about.
For friendships to last.
Exactly.
If we would
Let's
have it.
communicate.
For friendships to last,
Exactly.
we need to be true to ourselves.
Exactly.
We need to be honest with ourselves. Dear me ya enye so timi hweme from odom na utimi ka kire me. Empo bompa ye mame. Send be ya yankopon be yimi free saa te bia ni. That is what is love. That is what we are supposed to show our friends.
And if for whatever reason the friendship can't even work, I believe you can still communicate and part ways amicably. You don't have to be enemies.
Baby.
So that when I see you somewhere, I can say, "Oh, hello, son,"
yeah,
and just pass.
Friendship can last. Friendship can endure the test of time. But it is if the two people or the three people choose to be honest with each other, choose to be very, open with each other, and also need each other, and want. There's a need and there's a want. So you need to have all of that, and then let's put a balance on this relationship. Let's be understanding.
Exactly.
We need to sacrifice too, and we have to be patient because we are not the same. We are not the same people. So I know that but I love you regardless.
Sure.
I love it because it's in men no say
we are not perfect because we are human
but
beings.
you know some also don't want to be taught before you wrap up. Before the producer kills us. But some don't want to be taught. I have friends who don't, your friends are taking a journey. And so if they are ahead of you there is nothing wrong with asking them that, okay, lady, you have a business. I want to open a business.
Yeah.
What do you think I should do? How did you come by the shop? How did you pick your location and all that? If you are schooling, I want to do this course. How, do you think it's okay for me? Looking at me, do you think I can do this course? And blah, blah, blah. I have friends who a friend of mine decided to do 2 masters. She said, "Sang for sugar reasons, but I made 2 masters." I said, okay. So initially I was like, I'm all happy for it. Then I asked her, you have masters in day and a day? And she said, I'm doing MA 1 year. And I said, okay, and the other one, she said another MA in something else 1 year. I was like, do you ever want to do a PhD? She said, yes, Sang. I mean, say,
so
And
I'm
saying,
so
why are you doing 2 MAs?
2 MAs,
do 1 MPhil and do 1 MA. So I was like, MPhil, yeah, then. I said, MPhil, yeah. Oh, yeah, we have researching, blah, blah, blah. So I taught her. So I was like, and one also school back and then she continued with that. She was like, Sang, thank you so much. If you don't ask, you have a boutique. If I want to do something in that regard, I can ask. So if you don't ask and you think that you want to do, so your friends see that, because mistakes in my educational ladder, I have committed. When I finished my LLB, I didn't write Mahola for 6 years. And all those behind me, I tell them, Uriye Petro. I didn't know berry, I'll bury. Who here so betting? And yes, to try all the end. No, I just and my those sang and probably say, Uriye Yatro. Because one bizarre, you will never know them. Maybe I'm making mistakes. You think I'm perfect. So ask so that you will be taught. No one has a perfect life, darling. No one has a perfect life. Let's learn to be tolerant of each other, be patient, and also communicate in our friendships. But look, if you have a friendship that you guys have drifted apart, if it means something to you, please try as much as possible to amend things, and then you guys should keep it going. Thank you so much for joining us today on this episode.
Trying to mend friendship, don't force it.
Yeah.
Sure.
It should be a willing thing from both parties.
Yeah.
So if you are willing to, mend things and the person is not ready, don't force it. Don't push it. It should be a mutual thing that we do for each other.
Sure. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of the Opinion TV show. It's been fun, educative, and informative. I enjoyed myself. I hope you did too. I'm sure you all did, right?
Of course.
Okay. It's been Zipporah Osei-Boateng.
Sawoki Tete.
Zainab. Aisha.
We are back with our hack. Please stay. today. Our hack for today is, in case you have a piercing, okay, and you see a little discomfort or swelling or something there, just do a salt solution and spray on it. Maybe morning, afternoon, evening, and you'll be fine. Thank you. I hope you practice this. Thank you so much for joining us today. I had fun. I hope you did too. Please share this episode with your friends, okay? Sang,
Right.
are you coming next week?
Of course.
Lady A, am I seeing you next week? God
Zing,
willing?
zing, zing.
I'm already
Zing,
here.
zing,
Thank
zing.
you so much.
I'm
See you
already here.
again, same time next week.
Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.